I'm here. We just kept Dan to give white people hope. No, it's fine. I'm loving it here. No, it's really fun. I've been here since April. It's been a lot of fun here in this part of the world. I'm especially loving being asked by white people where I'm originally from. Or as you English like to say here, where are you from? Because the extra from is needed. And I understand you're curious. I'll answer the question. Because it brings up interesting conversation like, oh, really? Well, I thought you were Vietnamese-ish? Filipino-ish? Chinese-y? So I like to flip it and ask white people where they're from, and they'll say London or England in general, and I'll be like, oh, really? I thought you were Danish? Swedish? Racist? You know. It's a conversation that hasn't started yet. Habit to habit. Like after one gig, I had this American come up to me, and she was like, oh my God, you're from Australia? And you're Asian? Wow! What flag do you hold up, son? What flag do you hold up? And I was like, I hold the Australian flag. It was made in China, by the way. You want to take the flag? Go for it. I made a whole pile when I was 5 in a sweatshop. Just take the flag. I fucking need it. So you heard my stage name's Arnie. Are we still a fan of The Simpsons here? Yeah, old school Simpsons. Remember that character? Arnie Pie with Arnie the Sky. That character. So that character's name was actually a nickname of mine back in high school, primary school. It just stuck throughout my childhood. So when I started comedy, I decided to use that as a stage name because my real name is too hard to pronounce for anyone. My real name is Arnold Lucha Rurnkit. Yeah, what the fuck is Lucha Rurnkit? Saying no to that, aren't you, mate? Yeah, no. It's not even Asian, that's the weird part, right? And because of that last name, it just got ridiculed in school. My mates would come up to me with hilarious variations of Lucha Rurnkit, which are as funny as Lunch Kit and Lick Your Own Clit. Yeah, I like that one too. It kind of rolls off the tongue if you get that. It's just the bullies from my high school clapping, thank you. Good, lovely. Hey, I'll tell you what, I've got this condition. I don't know if you guys know this condition, but I will tell you anyway. I've got this thing called anosmia. Does anyone here want to take a stab at what anosmia is? Oh, nice one. A bit of a whisper. Don't worry, mate. I won't bite. How'd you know that? It's a fan of Scrubs, a doctor.
Just general knowledge.
General, not really. Not to the people I explain it to. What's your name, mate? Michael. I can't really see, mate. So, Michael, look, I'll tell you what. Because when I explain anosmia to people, they don't understand what I'm talking about. So, this is how I have to explain anosmia to them. So, Michael, repeat after me. Nos. Me. That's how I have to explain it to people, and they get it. And every time I tell people I don't have a sense of smell, they always tell me to prove it. And every time I try to prove it, it always looks like I just love the smell of fart. And I feel like having no sense of smell is one of those conditions or disabilities, if you will, where people always go to me, bullshit, you don't have a sense of smell, mate, that's a fucking lie. Get out of here, lying prick, you can't smell, blah. You wouldn't say that to someone who's blind. Imagine saying that to someone who's blind. Bullshit, you can't see. Maybe take your sunnies off inside, you dickhead, that'll help. No, I'm angry, because all I'm thinking throughout all this is, where the fuck are my welfare benefits? There's no Centrelink, right? Where are my Centrelink benefits, right? Where the fuck are my benefits? Because if you lose any other sense, you get everything. You get all the benefits. You're blind, you get everything. Money, a stick, a dog. What a fucking dog. deaf, you get everything. Money, an earpiece, gangster hand signs. It's really annoying. I mean, I do feel like also having no sense of smell is my only validation to use the disabled toilet. Look, I'm not saying I'm proud of it, okay? I'm not proud of this moment that happened to me either. One time, I walked out of the disabled toilet after doing my business, and when I walked out, there was this guy waiting in his wheelchair. As soon as I walked out, he just went, "Oh, you can walk, you fucker." And I was like, "I'm sorry, mate, I can't smell, actually." Don't know if you could tell. And before I could explain Art Nos me to him, he was like, "I was just waiting out here, and I just shit myself." I was like, "Well, I don't know that now, do I?" Prove it. Yeah, I'll tell you what, I did this one gig back in Australia actually, and I asked the same question to the audience if anyone knew what anosmia was. An English woman from the back row just went, "Does that mean you've got a big dick?" Asian, look, hello. Sorry, cheap laughs, I'm so sorry. But I was like, "No, love, it means I've got no sense of smell. So when I go down on you, it doesn't bother me." Boom! And we're off. Nice, that's where the level is. Delightful. Good shit. Man, that's funny. Hey, I've got tattoos. Anyone else? You got tattoos I want to show me? Front row? Anyone? Oh, come on, Hawaii. You've got to have tattoos.
No.
I do. What do you have?
No.
What's your shoulder have?
Please don't.
She's saying no to me. Fine, I'll obey that order. Like you, fair enough. That's cool. Look, we'll talk after the show. That's fair enough. Well, I'll show you my tattoos, right? I've got. I'll speak about one of them only. I've got one on my right shoulder because even though I was born in Australia, my family are originally from Thailand. So when I went to Thailand for the first time 4 years ago, I decided to get this tattoo here. Now, front row, bear witness. I don't know if anyone else in the back can see this, but this does exist, right? So there you go, front row. It's in Thai to respect the peoples. Yes, there you go. It is there. So in Thai, the way you say that phrase goes like this. Shan put Thai ma dai, which means I can't speak Thai. I'm glad 10 of you laughed. This is a show for me. That's good. But I'll tell you what, I've got this friend who was a white girl who was born and raised in Thailand. So by the way, no matter what, her English is still good. I mean, I wish that she had a Thai accent because she would just look racist all the time. But anyway, I showed her the tattoo. As soon as I showed her, she just went, Arnie, that's wrong. No, you said I can't speak Thai like a girl does. You're a boy. You're supposed to say, Pom put Thai madai, not Shan put Thai madai. And I was like, I think it just proved the tattoo's point. Of course I can get away with a girl's version of that phrase on my shoulder. Have you been to Thailand before? Yeah. Hashtag trans lives matter. Thank you. Good. Good times. Oh man, this is funny. Hey, I'll try this. I fucking caught up with a mate recently. He just had a breakup. And he was like, after his breakup, he just thought he might get back into porn. And he was so surprised because he was just like, oh my god, Arnie, things have changed in porn. Since when did spitting start? Wow. And all I was thinking was, bro, fuck spitting. I'm wondering, why are there still girls using their feet to jerk off men? That's fucked. You scared of getting AIDS? I'm scared of getting athlete's dick. That is so bad. I'm so, like, it's just gross. I don't know, man. Hey, you guys are a fun crowd. This is fun. Hey, like, because, sometimes I like to fuck around at some gigs, you know. So, like, there was this one time where I was at the Fringe Festival, and I just decided to fool the audience completely at that festival during this one gig. And do my whole set in a Scottish accent, right? So from start to finish for 5 minutes, I'm talking about all my dad's bits, you know, masturbation, my mother's tits. Vulgar bullshit for 5 minutes, on and on. And so after the show, some of the audience came up to me and said, hey man, you're pretty good. And I said, oh, thank you so much for coming, sir.